the name of your company?
Would you come on and groove me, baby? Baby, come on and move me, baby. Hey now,
All right, welcome to the Jamaica Funk Show. I'm KT, and tonight we are together with Johanna Bright, and we also have Christos here. Guys, y'all want to say hello to our audience?
No.
Hello, people. Yes, he does.
I mean, they over here whispering like, it's secret sauce. So tonight our shows will be about, matter of fact, we got a great show for you tonight.
Oh, great. It's not the word,
Yeah.
baby.
We got,
I can't wait.
we got Wild Ride with Uber and companies like that. We got, and it's an article from Fortune magazine, so I don't forget to give them their pub. We also got hate crimes. There's a situation where a young man worked in the service industry, and he wound up being called a slave by his customer. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about hate crimes in America, statistics and all of that kind of good stuff. We're also going to talk about Viagra. Christos got a Viagra joke.
Oh, baby, well, you love that one.
Oh, okay. So that's why he's calling.
And wait a minute. And what's the other
tiger.
thing? And then, and then the other one is how to feed a tiger. So,
Tigers.
Okay, tigers.
Okay,
More
so
than one.
tigers don't have anything to do with Viagra.
No.
I don't know.
There's
This
two
ought to be
different
interesting.
things.
Ain't no telling with Christos. So, but guys, we got a great show planned for you. So I want you to sit back, relax, and grab that last piece of jerk chicken and whatever it is. Oh yeah, and I forgot, we also got some Joe's poetry.
And we're simulcasting Facebook Live.
Yes, and we're simulcasting Facebook Live.
On
So
the Jamaica Funk Show, baby.
yes,
That's
on the
right,
Jamaica
baby.
Funk Show. So without any further ado, we got you coming straight on through with some reset. Well, Iron.
Reset. If you had the opportunity to live life over without limits or boundaries, having the ability to manifest your goals and dreams with the opportunity to live life on your terms, would you be willing to develop the greatness in you, stepping into a new dimension that supports your expectation of life? Each of us has the power to step out of ordinary into extraordinary living, a life filled with limitless opportunities with the access to an abundance of everything. But it starts with resetting your 5 senses. See, our 5 senses gives us the ability to hear, see, taste, smell, and hold. Some of us have put our life on hold because of the negative things we have been told throughout life's journey. What we have seen and heard have caused us to put up roadblocks, leading us down the path called Impossibility Boulevard, detouring us from smelling the roses, tasting and partaking in the beauty of unlimited possibilities that life has to offer. It's time to reset our thinking, creating a new reality that demands us to be optimistic in the midst of adversity, knowing there is always a way out when we are able to look beyond the obstacles and see the opportunity within. Living life on our terms start with making a commitment to become invincible and unstoppable when it comes to our goals and dreams, refusing to be defeated or mistreated, having the courage to put life on blast, past, no longer requiring life's approval, choosing to live life the way we see it and not the way life dictates or demands. Each of us have the power to press reset. When we reset our life, it resets our reality, causing us to live on purpose. The kind of life that I'm referring to will cause controversy amongst the turtles when you start running with the giraffes. No longer will you allow negative conversation within or without keep you from coming out of the box. Our determination will cause us to push through the impossibilities, rise into the call of it's possible, moving us forward onto higher grounds. Elevation, exploitation brings new players to the game. Fresh ideas and courage will eliminate fear, breaking the barriers that have had us chained, refusing to be held back in the game we call life. This is your season of opportunities. Today is your day to live life on purpose. Impulse won't do. Put life on notice. There is greatness in you. Don't be sold by the negative stories you've been told. Living life on your terms is possible. But that negative conversation, see, that's what's old. There is nothing new under the sun. Whatever you want to be or do, there is someone who has already begun the journey on the road you desire to travel to. It's your turn. Now let your feet hit the gravel. When you live on purpose, it demolishes the thoughts of it's impossible, enlarging your horizon and opening the doors to unlimited opportunities, moving you beyond involvement into commitment. See, the pig was always committed, whereas the chicken only got involved. If you are ready for a revolution to take place in your life, then now is the time for you to become bold, ambitious, and radical. You have the potential to live an extraordinary life. Your goals and dreams are dependent on you to free them from within so they can rock the world and blow minds across the globe, opening new doors and giving opportunity to those that have been sold on it's impossible to live your dreams. The world will see your story alone, that ambition is the vehicle that awakens dreams. Being radical makes us be determined to see the possibilities in the negative advertisement. And potential declares, I have what it takes to manifest my goals and dreams. If I have to retrain and refuel to be able to endure the journey, I am determined to deliver what I came to earth to give. I suggest that you start today by building a team of people, starting with yourself, that is willing to motivate and inspire you. When times get rough, encourage yourself to continue moving forward, staying committed to the journey, knowing if you believe in your dreams and can see them, have faith, you will definitely achieve them. Each of us has dreams that are worth living. The people that are living their dreams refuse to allow the gravity of negativity to pull them down, nor are they waiting for greatness to be created or show up on their doorstep. They understand that greatness is not created, nor is it discovered. It is awakened and developed from within. This is your time to shine and your season for greatness. Are you ready to awaken and develop the greatness in you? You know what you got to do. Press reset.
Boss it. 4-1, them boy they don't know man. Come a promise man thump in a face DJ. How I do all Kogan. Me murder 4 man 4 girl. Make AK sing like vocal. Them badness like them local. Man we sing them place like Portland. When my be a man all up people are dead. What 90 are squeezing a head. Tell them about rose eyes flank off feel them. Can't tell every man believe in a lead. Rifle rise and people are dead. Mark 90 squeezing a head. Them know we be bust them head. Lift up me gun up a head. Man hot up the place like pot pan stove. Funeral me a board box and rose. Real top killer we no mac and toast. Tell some boys if it's up from pose. How your skin coulda tough like Batman clothes. To be 18 clock pan nose. Lift off your head with the hands and toes. Come in all left nothing for the cops and crows. Squeeze out the girl tech. Boil it down in a casket well dressed. Chop off a neck left your headless. Who no badness soft like a bread wet. Anybody feel brave or make step. Out of your body me we make breath left. AR-15 it well set. I'm no bank teller when he take check. Spanish town roll out people are dead. What 90 are squeezing a head. Tell about big tree homestead match pen. Top 10 man believe in a lead. Rifle rise and people are dead. Mark 90 squeezing a head. Them know we be bust them head. Lift up me gun knock us head. When the Glock speed boy drop thief. Me run over them and clap 6. Boy get pop up like mob stick. No murder your friend me no chat quick. To kill them me no practice. Rise the rifle and balance it. Blood leak out like tongue drip. Boy just get him tongue. When you hear about ravers and a ding dong. Out of your head where you a ruffling from. One in your face where the hollow tip slam. Big rifle a swing cross and a swing song. 50 can shake up the place here a whole man shout out. If I no got a King Kong. Funeral day make a mother sing song. I am a moral them have to play this one. Ma be a man all up people are dead. What 90 are squeezing a head. Tell about rose eyes flank off feel them. Can't every man believe in a lead. Rifle rise and people are dead. Mark 90 squeezing a head. One of them know me we bust them head. Lift up me gun then a pen. DJ Bro cool. So me I say Salt Spring. Me I say Carnival Coach. You see me? Me I say Gully. You hear that? Whole of Mobile, whole of Spain Town, Homestead my place. TJ, what you say?
Boasted.
Rivers, killers,
GCT.
motherfucking sick niggas.
10%. Greenland.
Fort Jenners. You know what thing go? Busted. Governor.
Rifle rise and people are dead. Mark 90 squeezing a head. One of them know me we bust them head. Lift up me gun then a pen.
Yep, we're going back on the air. Hey guys, we're back. We're talking about Uber, a wild ride on Uber, but we're basically talking about internet companies
and the entrepreneurial
and the the upswing of the entrepreneurs, because we got a lot of entrepreneurs entering into the business world now, because of Uber, Amazon, eBay, Etsy. I mean, you name some of these sites where you just go on and sell stuff, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can go on there and sell anything. And Pinterest.
Right.
Let me not forget about them.
Yeah, and I personally never sold anything online, but I see how simple it is. You know,
it's not the simple eBay.
After you go through the rhetoric of the, follow the instructions and all of that other stuff, you're basically, once you get settled into where you want to go, whether it be Amazon, Pinterest, or that other one,
eBay or whatever.
eBay.
Mm.
You know, it's basically your stuff. If you're selling used items.
Well, yeah. If you're selling used items, it is your stuff. If you're selling new items, there are several ways you can do it. As I was saying earlier, there's a such thing called drop shipping, and drop shipping is just basically buying directly from the manufacturer and having the manufacturer send that product to the customer. That's one way to do it. Or you can store your items at Amazon. Amazon will store your items. I have sold stuff online. And eBay to me is the easiest. It's the easiest one site to go on and sell stuff. They don't complicate.
But whatever you buy, I mean, if you bring it home or whatever, you try it or it doesn't work, it doesn't fit. I mean, how can you buy? I don't want to say women.
Say it.
We are the people that we want to go in the mirror, look at the rear end, the front end, this and that, and then you got a three-way mirror to like what you're getting. If somebody show you something like 10 miles away, 100 miles away, then you bring it home, then you try it, then you ask your husband, does it look good on me?
Okay.
Well, but
before
think
it
about,
became
wait a minute,
popular.
think about when men buy lawnmowers and cars and whatever men buy. They always look at the back end, the side, the front. They
Right.
get inside of it. So, we all do the same thing. It's just different items. And men do it when they're buying
Right.
clothes.
I'm
I've
sure
seen,
they
I've
do,
seen
yes. I
men
do
that are
too.
more vain than women.
Yes.
So
No, I agree with that. I'm just saying that you have to look at it, see how it fits. You got to go to a store, have an opinion. When you just order online, it's like too cold to me. It's like there's no
I'm sure there's a lot of
human
people,
touch.
and there are probably a lot of people like you. I personally don't shop online, but I'm not saying I don't shop online because I don't like shopping online. I've just personally never done it. Then again, I'm not a shopper, but the fact is, it's another avenue of shopping for some people who just don't like going out dealing with the traffic, the people, the attitudes. Uh, sometimes you go into a store, you might be overwhelmed by everything there.
Yes.
But when you're online, you type in specifically what you want. It comes up in the specific place where you want it to. You can check right away to see whether or not it has it in the sizes, the shapes, the colors that you want right away. If it's a new item, and if it's an old item, I mean, basically, you're just going to ask the questions to the person who posted it.
Well, when
what size is it? Because sometimes
No,
they don't post
it's
everything.
no.
We
On these
isolate
sites,
ourselves.
wait a minute. On these sites, they have to post everything.
talking
When you're
about
talking
that, though.
about a secondhand item, and they're posting a secondhand item on eBay, Amazon, Etsy. There are several different
Oh yeah.
sites. You have to show several different views of the item. And you have to, they have a whole thing where you go in and check this and say it's from this designer and blah, blah. So there's a protocol.
Yeah. So
And you do, and the sizes and all of that, everything is listed on the item. So
not all the time.
Well,
yes, it's listed on the
It does.
item. I mean,
That-
I've
that's-
sold online, so I know what the
Well, let's not
protocol
get
is.
I know
stuck
you
with that,
know
but-
what the protocol is. I'm just saying everybody doesn't follow it. Well, I may not be.
You cannot post it. It will not allow you to post the ad unless everything is filled out.
I'm not talking about the big companies because I know the big companies have their protocol.
What are you talking about? Like the Facebooks and all of
that
that?
stuff? Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
Can I throw something for the guys about the feeding and
Go
all that?
ahead.
Throw away.
Guys, if your wife, girlfriend /
Whatever.
significant other
You know what?
tells you, how does this look on me, honey?
She done
So
slid over to another.
No, you want to sit in the middle.
No,
No,
see,
no,
see,
I have a message
see,
for that guy.
See, no, we don't care none of that because that ain't even
You
on
wanna
the
sit in
topic.
middle.
Yes, but if
no, it ain't.
when you get your clothing from
That ain't
from
even
Amazon.
on the
Finish
topic.
your thoughts, Christos.
So
There is no thought.
there is a
There
big thought
is
in
no-
there.
What is the big thought?
The big thought is this, guys.
Don't tell your wife her booty is big.
No.
Oh,
If
she
she
might
tells-
want you to tell her booty is big now.
If
Go
she
on
tells
now.
you, how does this
Depend on the
dress
color.
look in front of the mirror? If you say to her, it looks good, honey, you're in trouble. She will say to you, no, it doesn't look good. You just say to make me feel good. Now,
Okay.
if you say it doesn't look
Christos, we're
good,
not
let
gonna
me
take
just
up
finish
all that
this.
time with your
Sorry,
rhetoric.
let's
Come on,
share.
Joe. What? Let's talk about.
Just
You
Let's talk
guys, you
about.
see what happened to me?
Let's
They
talk
don't let me
about
finish
hate
my
in
advice to you.
America. Well, we only. Well, here's
advice.
the thing. We want to get.
The
We
end
want
is the
to.
advice.
We want to get stuff in on the radio
Okay.
before we have to go on the radio. Facebook, we're gonna be there for a while, so we can bullshit on Facebook. But
That's reality.
excuse me, y'all. I'm just cussing Christos out. So
It's
Joe,
Broncos air.
so Joe, you
Yeah.
want to tell us about hate crimes in
Okay,
America?
so I was particularly interested in hate crimes.
Mhm.
And I ran across some statistics that I wanted to share with everybody
Mhm.
because, and this is coming from Slate Magazine, Politics, Business, Technology, and the Arts, and they're what they do is they bring you specific stories about hate crimes in America, and all hate crimes are not just black and white.
Yeah.
They come from all over.
All over.
Okay,
Yes.
so this is just something that I typed up. Is go to slate.com, slatemagazine.com, and you'll read more on what I'm about to tell you. So, since the election 2016, news outlets and social media accounts have swelled in reports of swastikas at schools, racist taunts, and other hateful attacks and acts of intimidation. The Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC, has aggregated media reports and gathered submissions from its website, cataloged 1,064 such incidents, 13 of which were later debunked as false reports in the first month after the 2016 election. 26 of the incidents were perpetrated against Trump supporters. The SPLC has represented that data in aggregate, creating an invaluable record of the scope of post-election hate crimes. These include individual racism, misogyny, Islamophobia, transphobia, anti-Semitism, anti-immigrant incidents, and so on. And I listed just 10 titles. Okay, these are articles. I'm not going to read you the articles, but I'm going to tell you what those 10 articles are. The first one is, and these were all done this year. May 31st, 2017. News found in National Museum of African American History Culture. May 27th. White supremacist in Portland, Oregon, kills two men who tried to stop his racist rant. Some of you may even know some of these already. May 29th. California man arrested after machete attack. Police says appears racially motivated. May 27th. Ethnic intimidation charge for Ohio man who threatened father and son used racial slurs. Uh, June 1st, ethnic intimidation charge for New York man turns himself in after anti-gay tirade and cane attack. May 26th, police investigate anti-Mexican vandalism at New Jersey business. May 2nd, former New York substitute teacher charged with hate crime for removing a second grader's hijab. Then there's an update on that also that you can read. June 1st, Brooklyn man arrested after allegedly anti-gay Q train assault. I believe that was also either in New York or New Jersey. June 1st again, still no leads on vandalism of Jewish cemetery in St. Louis. And the last one is 5/16. White supremacists killed a black college student in College Park, Maryland. And these are just some of the things that have happened this year.
Well, and the one in particular, one of the subjects that we're talking about tonight is the young man who was serving, was it coffee, one of the coffee shops?
Yeah, I have that story.
Yeah.
A white man at downtown Chicago cafe. This is coming in from ABC News, WLS. ABC News. A white man at a downtown Chicago cafe was captured on camera launching into a rant, calling a black man a slave and comparing him to livestock after becoming angry at the man apparently had spilled some coffee on his light-colored suit. According to the WLS, the incident occurred around 2:30 p.m. Tuesday in Chicago's Blue. The assailant, identified as 23-year-old William Boucher, can be heard on the video screaming at an unidentified black man, "Shut up, slave, don't talk to me." Boucher then goes on to compare the man to livestock and suggests that he should be tagged with a barcode with his social security number.
Wow.
He also said, "Your children are disposable vermin."
Yeah.
Boucher continues to yell at a second man who is also videotaping him. He then spits on that 30-year-old man as well as a 34-year-old woman, according to police. He tells her, "Get on all fours right now." And he says, "Get on all
Wow.
fours. Do not walk off on two legs. You don't deserve to walk on two legs." Boucher punches a man. This is a third person. He punched a vagabond.
Yeah.
He was passing by him, and he knocked him to the ground. And all of this is caught on camera. It's at that point that the bystanders around him, all of them they take Boucher down and they hold him down until the police can come and arrest him.
Yeah.
The
Actually, it
older
was
man
one bystander that
Right.
actually took him down.
They said it was a couple. It's all on video, and I saw it.
Oh, okay.
The older man was identified as a 59-year-old, and he was taken to a nearby hospital with an eye injury.
Yeah.
So, and he has to face charges later on
Yeah.
this month or next month.
Well, I mean, really, excuse me. I personally probably would have found something and beat the holy bejesus out of him.
Oh, but for sure. I mean, that just goes.
I mean,
without
you
saying.
spit in somebody's face. You call somebody's children a varmint.
Vermin.
Yeah, varmint.
Rat-
That's an animal.
Rats.
Well, Granny on the Beverly
Possums, or
Hillbillies.
whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, they call any kind of
Four-legged creature
Creature,
that
a
has
varmint.
a long tail and teeth and claws.
Excuse
Nobody
me.
wants to be bothered with them. They usually just kill them or get rid of them because they serve no purpose in society.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I would have had to head him off at the pass when he called me a slave, because I would have let him know that, unfortunately, here in America, we all Americans are slaves. I don't care who you are. If you are under the corporation of the United States of America, you are a slave. If you were born here, you are a slave. Okay? Your birth certificate has a stock certificate attached to it, and we are traded daily on the U.S. Stock Exchange. So that lets you know the difference is that black people are normally the field slaves, and white people are the house slaves.
As
Okay?
one talk show host on another network who I will not mention, he was Bill Maher, I believe he got into an altercation
Because
with
of the
his-
word he used.
He said, "Oh, I'm a house nigga." See,
That's what he said. And he is a house nigga.
But
I
here's
mean,
the thing: I shouldn't have said it that way. That way, that it's not appropriate to say, but that was the word that he used.
yeah, no, I know exactly what he said, but he was telling the truth. He is, because that's what white folks are in this country. I mean, when you look at how we are treated, you really get that they are treated more favorable than what we are, and that's the way the field slaves and the house slaves. The difference between the house slaves and the field slaves, the house slaves were treated lovely for the most part. The
But
field
they were
slaves,
still slaves. No
yeah,
matter
they
how
were
you look at
slaves,
it.
right? And that's what we all are. We are slaves. We are
Treated
slaves to the
lovely or
government.
not, whether they was wearing nice clothes or not. It's like once you put lipstick on a pig, guess what? It's still a pig.
That's right. Absolutely. So for him to say that to that worker, he really just don't know his history of America.
Right. And so this final story also comes in from ABC News. It's from Centerton, Arkansas. A woman shopping at Walmart was the target of a racist comments from another shopper. Eva Hicks' trip to the grocery store turned ugly when she went down the medicine aisle. Hicks told KHBS News that she merely wanted to pass the woman by and politely said, "Excuse me." And she said the woman began to be very hateful. So this is the discourse that happened. It's really quick. The woman said, "Get out of here." Hicks said, "No, I'm not getting out of here." The woman said, "Go back to Mexico." Hicks said, No, I'm not." The woman said, "You're just going to stand there and argue with me?" Hicks said, "No, because this is my country." The woman said, "We don't want you here." Hicks said, "I don't care what you want or not." The banter went back and forth until an assistant manager showed up who said, "We do want you here." And the woman said, the ranter, she said, "Leave me alone." And the manager said, "Listen, that's not true. we do want you here, all right?
So
So several bystanders and the store manager stepped in to defend Hicks. The unidentified woman began to make comments to another woman who was attempting to help her. She was black, and the shoppers, the black woman told her, "Stop being ignorant."
we're
And
gonna.
I'm almost
Can you?
done.
Okay.
The hateful woman said, a nigger is calling me ignorant. The woman was asked to leave the store, and Hicks just
So we
herself
gotta
wanted to
take
put
a
the
break.
incident behind her and wish the woman
We're
well.
going to take a break. You're listening to the Jamaica Funk Show with KT, Joe, and Christos, and we'll be right back. Well, Ireman.
The Make we boss a kiss, girl. Don't need you for your fake it. Tip on your toe, girl. Me give you good loving ratings. Wind up your body, woman. Your body no cranny, woman. You fi be teacher, woman. Anything you say. Well, I know. She tell me she feel me love her. She know say me good. And she no play in her neighborhood. Me tell her say when she hear something go so. And me heart that a beat when the blood a race. Wind up your body like a go-go show. Cause you no chicken head we eat now the foul club. Me star blue movie, the tuggy way. Cause me live in a Jamaica, not in a Hollywood. Girl, no say your body good. No need for you tell me your body good. Girl, know where you have to do. Cause me done put for me faith in you. Wind up your body, girl. Cause you need and you're pretty, girl, baby. Give me one of them touch there. Make me feel say you love me. Me you say, you is an info, you is an info. So me know how you love to take the king so. Every hour upon the hour, like zipping for. Girl, not even CD, no spin so. This a uno dos stress and quattro cinco. Millie P while upon the gypsy sing so. You love is a ocean, make me swim so. Remember we meet so in the intro. Girl, no say your body good. No need for you tell me your body good. Girl, know where you have to do. Cause me done put for me faith in you. Wind up your body, girl. Cause you need and you're pretty, girl, baby. Give me one of them touch there. Make me feel say you love me, love me, love me. Make me boss a kiss, girl. We don't need you for your fake it. Tip on your toe, girl. Me give you good loving ratings. Wind up your body, woman. Your body no cranny, woman. You fi be teacher, woman. Anything you say. Well, I know. She tell me she feel me love her. She know say me good. And she no play in her neighborhood. Me tell her say when she hear something go so. And me heart that a beat when the blood a race. Wind up your body like a go-go show. Cause you no chicken head we eat now the foul club. Me star blue movie, the tuggy way. Cause me live in a Jamaica, not in a Hollywood. Girl, no say your body good. No need for you tell me your body good. Girl, know where you have to do. Cause me done put for me faith in you. Wind up your body, girl. Cause you need and you're pretty, girl, baby. Give me one of them touch there. Make me feel say you love me. Me you say, you is an info, you is an info. So me know how you love to take the king so. Every hour upon the hour, like zipping for. Girl, not even CD, no spin so. This a uno dos stress and quattro cinco. Millie P while upon the gypsy sing so. You love is a ocean, make me swim so. Remember we meet so in the intro. Girl, no say your body good. No need for you tell me your body good. Girl, know where you have to do. Cause me done put for me faith in you. Wind up your body, girl. Cause you need and you're pretty, girl, baby. Give me one of them touch there. Make me feel say you love me.
He played the most romantic songs my ears ever heard. I mean, they stirred in me emotions I didn't know I had, or maybe I just hadn't felt them in a long while. Every word of every song resonated in me an emotion that drew me closer to him. And I just knew that by the time he played that final crescendo of his love's melody, that all he would have to do is rise from his seat, hold out his hand to mine, and draw me close to him, where all I had to do was inhale his scent. And it wouldn't matter if it was brute or cool water. By the time he plays that final love song, I would be his. The melodies of love and affection, the never ending choruses of how much his desire for me is only overshadowed by how much he admired how I handled myself, my life, how I was the only woman who made him want to be a better man, not just for himself, but for me too.
and all that I am. And that one phrase moved me to my soul. The rhythms of the music make my body sway back and forth and side to side. And if I let myself go, I can just feel him at the very edges of my body, using his fingers to skim and manipulate the peripheral of my skin and the trim and the rim of my villi. I start to know as my imagination moves closer to the reality of us, what love will be like with him. His music sends me down a rabbit trail of romance, and I can see what love will be with him and me and the music. And then the songs are over, my eyes are open, and I'm just playing solitaire, and the DJ is moving to the commercial break.
Russian mafia, laugh off of them plafia. Yo, badada, everybody don't know World Boss program. None of me girl say, me no fi bother with the run up and down. Me a fi tell her fi shut up and down. You a go like semi day a prison.
Guys, we're still talking about, and by the way, that poetry that you just listened to was Joe's poetry, Love Song. So we're back on the air, and we're talking about hate crimes. And, you know, the fact that when a leader comes in and tells you to do something overtly criminal to someone else, like hit them, knock them out,
or even if you boo them. I mean, all of that is wrong.
Right. Well, I understand the booing. If you don't want somebody, you know, they're not entertaining and all of that.
Still hate.
But people understand that that's what happens.
But you're not supposed to give a pass.
But
to
people
booing.
Understand. No, you do give a pass to it.
Don't give a pass to booing because it's all the same.
You do. Hate. You do. It's not hate. It's not hate. What it is telling this person that what you're doing is not satisfying. It is not for the public.
We are talking about in response to being a hate crime. We're not talking about booing something because of something they're doing.
Well, what do you mean by booing?
If the now number 45 then during his campaign told the people at his rallies, I want you to turn to that person next to you that I don't like and I want you to boo in his face. That is a hate crime.
Well, we're gonna save the rest of that for a little bit later on. But Christos, you got jokes and you got a story. you got a story about tigers. Why eating people feeding stuff to tigers, animals to tigers. So talk to us because we got a little bit of time here on the radio.
Well, what is the procedure? What is the standard of feeding animals?
Hell if I know.
I mean, exactly.
Do I work at the zoo?
Exactly. So there is no standard thing.
Yeah, it is. There is. We just don't know it. But go ahead.
Okay. So
there's got to be a protocol, but we don't. We don't work at the zoo, and we don't have. I don't have any animals. I don't know about
animals.
Okay. And you got an animal, so y'all know the protocol.
But individually it's different. But go on. What's your point?
These people were feeding. That's how they put it. At least they were feeding donkeys to tigers,
which I think is cruel and inhuman.
Unless it's an old donkey.
I mean, I know a donkey isn't a human being.
It's meat.
No, hold on.
But tigers don't normally eat donkeys in the wild.
Okay, but
yes, they do.
No, they don't.
There are wild donkeys, wild horses meat. Everywhere.
Tigers eat meat.
Right.
So I understand they eat meat.
And don't say.
But why are you feeding them a donkey?
Because he died of old age and they
he's
meat.
Talking. They fed him a living donkey.
So is it better if they throw him a living rabbit?
Hell no.
Tigers don't eat rabbits.
Yes, they do. Come on, they do anything.
They'll eat anything if they can't get no food, but they have their preferences.
Please stop.
Yes, they do.
They eat elephants. They eat anything that can move.
Okay.
So this is the question. Some people said those barbarians really they feed them donkeys. I mean, what do you think tigers do? they eat. They even eat you as a person
Right.
alive.
Right. So if you ate the donkey,
And
the
if they don't
rabbit,
feed
eat
if they don't feed the tigers, they will say those mothers they let the tigers die from hunger.
Okay.
So no matter what you do, somebody has to say an opinion. And this is the opinion that I have a friend of mine that said, "What do you think, guys? The the lions, do they go in the restaurant? They order steaks.
Okay.
What do you think the tigers are gonna go get their food?"
Okay. So do you got a joke? Cause we need to do our little say goodbye soon.
Okay, I have a joke.
Mhm. And we can talk about the tigers after we
Yes,
Okay.
close out. So go ahead.
By all means.
The
Yeah.
grandfather tells this grandson, grandson, you gotta go get me some Viagra, and I put under your pillow 50 euro every night. You get me a pill, I'll get you 50 euro.
How about dollars?
Okay, go ahead.
So the grandson goes out and he brings the grandpa a Viagra, and then he wakes up the little boy in the morning. He goes under his pillow. He found 550 euros. The grandfather the kid got shocked. He goes, Grandpa, where are you? Where are you? His grandfather was drinking his coffee. He says, What happened? He says, what are you doing? He says, you told me $50. He says, I found 500 or $600, 600 euros under the pillow. And the grandfather says, I don't know, son. I think your grandmother put him there.
Go, Grandma. Go, Grandma.
Grandma said that was some good stuff there. I better tip that baby.
Yeah, baby.
So,
Take this from Grandpa. 500 is from Grandma.
so listen, guys.
Do it again, do it again.
We're getting ready. We're getting ready to wound up the radio show here on Spreaker.com. And guys, we are on Spreaker.com as well as on Facebook Live. But now, if you want to see any of our videos or listen to any of our old radio shows, you can go to www.jamaicafunkshow.com. You can also find Joe's poetry there as well as Christos Furs. And if you come into Christos Furs, you can get your first stored for $99. Is it stored and clean?
And stored. Yeah.
Stored and clean
And
for
glazed.
and glazed for $99. You have
For a
to
year.
you have to pick it up by January of 2018, but it's only $99. And Christos Furs also got a clearance sale going on right now. So this is the time you want to put your coat in the layaway.
What's the clearance?
Clearance on furs.
And
So-
leathers.
And leathers, that's right. And, you know, they got some other things up in here. I mean, they got a lot of stuff up in here that might,
Come and
you
check
know.
it out. Where
Yes.
are you located at, Christos?
10411 West Cermak Road in Westchester, Illinois,
No, baby. If you don't know your fur,
Know your fur.
Christos Furs in Westchester, Illinois.
And give them their website.
So, no, they got it. They'll get it on www.jamaicafunkshow.com. But anyways, guys, listen, without you, there would be no us. So, we appreciate you being here. God bless you, and we'll see you next week. Well, Iron.
The trigger little harder. Use finger play and run them out faster. Chrome hammer kicker musty tula musty passa. 4-4 caliber them high and ball ya. The governor open your head pon the plaza. Big tree shoot up some rifle when parker. Bad man no afraid and no crime stop caller. Bad man no park with no boy for your talker. Bumbo hold dead from your distant brother. Shoot up your corner dash with hot water. People a ball a hawks with that call for. Jenna and Ram start fuck your fat daughter. And from a beer tough chat them a offer. Man just Lego the piranha.
Sing a man them.
Lego the piranha.
Brawling.
Lego the piranha.
While them a kill when we
Lego the piranha. Lego the piranha. Lego the piranha. Lego the piranha.
4th generation.
Lego the piranha.
Copy and sing them.
go the piranha. Zombie a walk with the Kalishnik offer. Planting the clip, then a clip no banana. Broke down the back, get the SP shorter. Bust me gun sweet when the chick a little softer. And man no love party, man no flosser. Anytime when people say the piranha, them know